Yo, what's good, bruh? We back for another episode. Back with some of the guys. My boy Young back from vacation. How you feeling, bruh?
Rejuvenated, baby.
You'd have missed a lot of shit, boy. Boy, you'd have
I
missed a
know,
lot of
man.
shit.
I know. I've been trying to catch up. See what y'all
My
boys
dog,
talking
my dog, JJ back. We got a new one here. My boy Norman don't pull up. Was good, bro. Back with champ. Tegan and my big ass brother Trey with me like always. Now, how y'all feeling, though, bro?
about. Starting to clear up, man. This league picture starting to clear up a little bit to me, at least.
Is it?
Feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Look, he is right.
Is it though?
Dealing with this bipolar Georgia weather.
I don't know, man.
It was warm as heck a couple of days ago. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, now it's cold as hell.
It's getting clear, but it's still really foggy to me, bro. Like it's a little bit better, but it's not great.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, you cooking, bro? We know this though. That's a whole. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that nigga later. I ain't gonna lie. But let's start off with this. We can basically say it. Bills are frauds. 5-5, and Ken Dorsey got fired. So I'll start off with you, Ting, just off this first question. Will they miss the playoffs?
I think they sneak in as the 6 or 7 seed. I still think they can. I mean, we talked about it on the college football show about wanting to see Joe Brady get another opportunity with an actual quarterback. So we'll see if he's anything. But I mean, they had to change something, and if they don't make the playoffs, it's time to go get Ben Johnson or bring Brian Daboll back.
Trey?
So I said before the season, hey, guys, how long do y'all think this window for the Bills is going to be open? They're a sneaky old roster. The offense ain't balanced. It's still a lot of, hey, Josh Allen finds Stephon Diggs, and then I guess we'll figure the rest out. Well, you're seeing right now that's probably not the best choice. They probably made a mistake there. I will also just put this out there. I don't wish it to happen, but between you kicking out Leslie Frazier basically and kind of like forcing him to take a year off, and then you fired your offense coordinator midseason. Hey, Sean McDermott, I understand that seat getting hot, but also in the process of you doing all of this, sir, the next person gone is you. So I'm just saying that's unfortunately the way this cookie crumbled.
Hey, listen, I've been saying this. You can ask Trent Dawson. I've been saying Sean McDermott should be fired since last year because we've seen the ceiling. Sadly, we've seen the ceiling, and Josh Allen needs somebody that can keep him under some kind of control. That was Daboll when he was there. I mean, we know we're going to get the highs and the lows with Josh Allen. But it can't be this sporadic where you get the highs of the highs and the lows of the lows every game. You're not going to win like that. It's not sustainable. With Daboll, you had it. You know, he gave you the splash plays. He still made dumb mistakes, but it wasn't as often. And that's what you got to have with Josh Allen. I think that's just – he's almost kind of a Brett Favre-ish where you just going to have to live with that. But the thing about Sean McDermott to me is the defense has folded in the playoffs for the last 3 years, we can say. This year – to me, if you're a defensive coach, injuries shouldn't be the reason your defense isn't good, in my opinion, to an extent. Same thing that's my problem with Brandon Staley too, but that's a whole nother subject. It's just they need to reboot everything. They need to get rid of all the defensive players that are expensive. Hyde, Poyer, love them. They're old. They don't have the impact they had 3 years ago. Von Miller, I don't know really much anymore. They just need to get rid of some of those old guys and just go get an offensive coach, Ben Johnson. That's who I want because he's maximizing Jared Goff. And you don't even got to maximize. You just got to keep, like I said, keep Josh Allen not playing crazy all the time. He needs to be 75% great, 25% crazy, not 50-50, and go get some offensive weapons. I want them to keep Diggs. If you can get a haul, you might have to look into it. This is a good receiver class we talked about. And just kind of rebuild it and definitely get a run game because Josh Allen's career won't be long if they don't find a running game. So I've been saying McDermott needs to be out of there. They're frauds because they're always worried about the wrong thing. I mean, even from the beginning, posting the Super Bowl, that was stupid, y'all. They haven't even gotten to the Super Bowl, so why even do that? So I think he needs to be out of there.
All right, champ.
To be honest with you, there's not too much wrong with the running game. They're just not utilizing James Cook the way they should. When they run him the way he should be ran, he does spectacular. We saw what he did last night. We saw what he did earlier in the season. But to his point, Young, right?
Yeah.
They're using Josh Allen way too much.
Yep.
They're overutilizing him. I mean, he's the running game and the passing game, and there's no need to have that when you have a running back that's capable. I think James Cook has three 100-yard games this year.
He's Cam Newton. This era's Cam Newton. That's how they're using him.
I mean, and you're running him to death, and he's not going to survive that much longer. Hey, if any team showed you that two teams showed you if you rely on your quarterback too much, you're going to die more than you're going to live. And that's the Miami Dolphins in the 80s and early 90s with Dan Marino, and the Panthers with Cam Newton. Piggyback on Young, what he stated. But another thing, you fired virtually your entire coaching staff is gone. So, hey, you're next, buddy. And especially if they don't make the playoffs this year, you got to ask yourself, what is their front office going to do? Because there's a lot of questionable moves that they made as well. We just can't land all of this on necessarily the coaching staff. We got to put some of the blame at the front office as well for getting some of these players who are over the hill. I mean, some of these guys old as I am. I ain't no young pup. So you got to get some of these guys up out of there. And another thing I think a lot of NFL teams do, they see another player that was good for another team or another scheme, and they automatically want to bring him in for them. I think it was a mistake bringing in Von Miller. Von Miller is great at his peak, but everybody could see that he's had a little bit of an injury history. He was getting a little bit older. They should have went younger for a younger player.
No. All right, Norman, how you feel about the Bills? I say, Norman, you here? That's okay.
By the looks of their schedule, I think it's pretty likely they miss the playoffs. They actually play a lot of tough teams. They play Kansas City, Philly, Dallas, Miami, and I don't know if they win the majority of those games. I think it's likely that they lose about 3 of those games. The thing with the Bills is that their defense their secondary health has been bad. Tre'Davious White can never stay healthy. And the thing with the offense is I don't like Ken Dorsey. I think that the firing was warranted, but I'm not sure if they should have fired him just smack dab right in the middle of the season. And with Josh Allen is so inconsistent. I feel like that's who he is. I feel like that's you have to live with that. But I do think that they should have gotten Dalton Kincaid more involved earlier in the season. I feel like the reason why they probably drafted Kincaid was to be more of a check down option and to prevent Allen from these turnover-prone plays where he's trying to push the ball downfield too much. And they haven't really gotten Kincaid that involved in the offense. And the same with Stephon Diggs. I feel like they're not giving him as much opportunity, just getting him the ball in space. Just like in the Denver game last night, he only got 5 targets. I don't know why. I just feel like Dorsey wasn't great at getting his playmakers the ball.
Hey, the reason why he only got 5 targets. I don't think
the Bills are a playoff team.
I was gonna say the reason why he only got 5 targets. That nigga Peter giving him hell. I ain't gonna lie.
He was.
He was giving.
The scheme is just
it's so the way it looks now.
Basic. The scheme is just so basic that like the way I see it. If you put Ben Johnson, look at what Amon-Ra St. Brown is doing. Y'all don't think Stephon Diggs can do that with a little bit more juice? Like, let's just be honest about it.
I mean.
See what Sam Laporta's doing. Y'all don't think Dalton Kincaid can go do that? Like, that's why, like, to me, I don't understand when you have similar type of weapons how you can see somebody maximize him, and this is with Jared Goff. We all think Josh Allen is better than Jared Goff. Why can't the Bills maximize these players like that? And again, that's why I've said that Dayball leaving was the worst thing for not just Josh Allen, but just for that offense. And Ken Dorsey was not the answer.
JJ, how you feel about it, bro? How you feel about it, bro?
Honestly, I've been saying the Bills frauds. They've been frauds since last season. Honestly, ever since they made they beautiful runs, try to push to the Super Bowl, and Stephon Diggs was sitting there staring at the Kansas City Chiefs with his hands on his hips. He ain't never got to do that again, and probably will never get the chance to do that again on the Bills in a Bills uniform. And honestly speaking, bruh, you said we all know Josh Allen better than Jared Goff, bruh.
Shut up.
Who's we and who's all?
We're
not doing this. We're not doing this.
I agree with Warnock, bruh. Josh Allen, bruh. I'm not gonna lie, bruh. He's lucky I can't push the propaganda I really want to push because the rest of them guys, the other guys that I've been trying to say are over him, are fraudulent right now too. But
hold on.
What you blowing the whistle for?
What you mean, Nick? Did you not just repeat what you just said? So what? So you think Jared Goff is better than Josh Allen?
Stop, bro. Stop.
We're not doing now, are you going to say in terms of accuracy?
No,
I'm talking about quarterback.
Do you think Josh Allen's a better quarterback? I mean, do you think Jared Goff is a better quarterback than Josh Allen? Yes or no?
At the moment,
no.
That's not the you trying to.
I'm asking to clarify.
At the moment, overall, do you think Jared Goff is better than him? Because you moving the goalposts badly.
No, that's my fault. I asked the question.
Not overall. I'm not gonna say overall, but but keep on asking more questions though.
Like accuracy, I can see that.
How do you think I feel about him right now though?
But that's totally different, bro, because that can change.
Change every week. The same way you feel.
It hasn't changed every week.
If they go through this gauntlet and wins majority of these games, your narrative on Josh Allen's gonna switch.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. My narrative, it's not even a narrative. It's a fact. But what I've been witnessing from Josh Allen just hasn't changed, bro. Ever since he lost Dable, the deficiencies, and I told you this already, the deficiencies that Josh Allen had before have been accentuated because of him losing Dable. When you watch them play, their offense isn't the same no more. Ken Dorsey got fired for it. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly speaking, Ken Dorsey, scapegoat. I'm not gonna lie. They did him dirty because it wasn't even his fault. They threw him in a situation where he doesn't even have a number 2 receiver to even try to even scheme up to Josh Allen to get the ball. On top of that, they can't, like he said, like Champ just said, they cannot utilize James Cook the way they've been utilizing him, and that is on Ken Dorsey. But I can't get on him for that either because at the end of the day, it is what it is.
I was just about to say, I know we love the potential of James Cook here, and don't get me wrong, watching him play, when you see him make those cuts and get in the open field, it's fun.
Brother.
It's fun until you see him do what he did yesterday, which is you get in the open field and a safety just slap your arm and the ball pop out. Like, that's about the third time that's happened to him.
For sure.
Which is part of the reason why he don't see the field often.
That's exactly why.
And this is why I'm
like you already got one feast or famine player out there. I don't need two. So
Josh Allen is 19-11 on the season right now, bro. I need you to realize that. 19 TDs, 11 interceptions, right? Y'all might say, "Oh, what?"
Some of those picks are not his fault, though.
Yeah, 19 passing TDs. Some of the picks are not his fault, though. Okay, well, we said the same thing about Dak. You know how I feel about Dak. You know how I feel about Dak.
But again,
once again, I'm going to now. Okay, I'm not mad at Dak though. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying the same thing we said last year about Dak. It's not all his fault. At the end of the day, it is what it is. What happened to the Cowboys when it came down the line? What happened to them?
Dak,
where were they at? They went home.
JJ, Dak does not give you the high level play that Josh Allen.
Hold up, I'm just not. You're not understanding the point I'm trying to make here. They still went home. The Bills, in my opinion, have a worse offense than the what's called, right? We all can agree on that, than the Cowboys.
Yes.
They will not get even as far as they would as the Cowboys did with the level of play that I'm still witnessing from everybody.
They got to the
including
same
Josh
spot
Allen.
last year. They went to the same spot last year with less talent.
No, they're not
Division
getting there.
round
They're
loss.
not getting there
That's
this
what
year, though.
happened.
That's the thing. They're not going to get there that far this year,
Because
especially in
the
this AFC. There's no more time to be lollygagging in this AFC. There's no more time to be. There's no more time to be lollygagging.
It's not because though. It's not because Dak's better. It's because
Either way, back to my main point about what I was saying about Goff, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you right now, Josh Allen, if you don't get it together, bruh, you know who's over him, and it's gonna be like that next year too. In the year after that,
if you're saying Stroud, it'd be different. You're saying Jared
Stroud is going to be above him too. I'm not mad about Stroud. We already know
that.
Stroud's a rookie. We already know how he's going. He's over him right now. But Jared Goff is over him right now too. So that's all I care about.
But what is?
Good question, Goldie. Don't you equate him losing Dayball? It's kind of like the same thing that what happened with Matt Ryan lost Kyle Shanahan.
Nah, because Matt Ryan was still balling after that year. The year he lost Kyle Shanahan,
same exact thing. He's doing the same exact thing. Is Josh Allen
do we have to go back? Do we have to go back to last year? Do we have to go back to last year's Thanksgiving game with
You making it sound
like one game?
No, I'm not picking up one game because that was a whole stretch. I remember vividly the stretch where it started.
Full season when Dayball left, he still played really damn good.
I never say he didn't. That's why I said he was top 3 coming into the year.
Point.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, but he's saying that. He's saying that I said the same thing because the thing is, you didn't see the same thing happen to Matt Ryan. What happened to Josh Allen? Like, what are we doing?
Josh Allen is the same player that he was when Stephon Diggs first got there.
I never said he wasn't. I never said he wasn't. That's not what I said at all.
Nothing has changed. Literally, nothing has changed.
The deficiencies that are showing out more than they did before. That's the difference.
These deficiencies were there before.
Okay, you're right.
These deficiencies were there before.
But if you can't hide the deficiencies, and I think somebody else is doing better than you at the moment, I can't. What do you want me to do about that?
Well, who gives a damn?
You never move
somebody right now. You don't see Jared Goff better than him.
Bro, if you said what?
Jared Goff is not on that level. All right.
Of course not. That's obvious. The fuck? We know Jared Goff is not on the level of Josh Allen.
Hold on. Can I just say what Matt Ryan was from 2016 to 2017 real quick?
Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
It was
4,900 yards, 38 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. The following year after Shanahan goes to the 49ers, 4,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 12 picks. So you're saying that wasn't
Bro's reading stats, bro. Bro's reading stats, bro.
What do you mean reading stats?
You're reading stats, bro. You can visibly see that you can visibly see there wasn't that much of a change, though. You can visibly see with your own eyes that there wasn't that much of a change.
You can literally visibly see nothing has changed.
The difference between when Dable was there is that you did not see Josh Allen throwing as many ducks as he did now.
Yes, you did.
No, you did. You lied. Trent, me and you already had a conversation about this. You did not see that as much. Me and you literally talked about this already. No, you did not.
No, yes, you did.
No, you did not.
Dable cleaned up was the little mechanical issues and where to go with the football because schematically he is 1,000 times better than Ken Dorsey. That's all it was. He created a better offense, a smoother offense. Otherwise, Josh Allen has always been turnover prone.
Okay,
turnover
prone, yes, but the turnover worthy plays that he had prior to this season compared to then is two different things. Like you're looking at what he's doing now, he's throwing way more ducks than he did before, and that's just a fact.
No, it's not. He's been doing this his whole career.
He is a big play player. Somebody said it today early. He is like
I mean, that's cool. I mean, that comes with big plays come with turnovers. I understand that, but
sometimes that boom is good. Sometimes that boom is
good. Overdoing it. Y'all are overblowing it right now, bro. Like
you're overblowing it.
Literally realizing what he did compared to last year to this year, or not even last year, the year before last year to this year is two completely different things.
It's literally not. It's literally not, bro.
I mean,
but go ahead, Rodell, because you're gonna say go ahead.
Yeah, we can at the very least understand. I think someone already said it. Schematically, they're different, of course. But my thing is, I'm not really here for like the defense, excuse. I don't think that should be a part of this conversation, nor the running back stuff, because I think it's more. I don't think it's a Josh Allen thing. I just don't think they use their running back. I think they want Josh Allen to be a running back. It's kind of weird, where especially considering we see the same running back talent go to other teams and be successful with Zach Moss and Devin Singletary, and then we see games where James Cook is doing his thing. Sure, he may be fumble prone. That's fine, but that doesn't mean you stop running the ball. You still got to run the ball, even though you think that he may fumble at a certain circumstance. It's kind of similar with Cam Akers on the Rams. And even the whole Gabe Davis thing, like he's been on this team for the last like couple years, and they've been good. There's really nothing different from this team. Honestly, from what I'm seeing, Josh Allen's just playing worse. He's just playing worse football. I'm watching him, and maybe, he's becoming a little bit too predictable. Maybe he wants the, big run play, big plays all the time. I mean, the fact that he even said in the middle of the season that I need to kind of calm down with all these big plays kind of tells you where his head's at. He don't know what he want right now. Josh Allen got to figure out what's going on with him. I will say this though, Ken Dorsey was a scapegoat. I'll be curious to see who the quarterback coach that comes in OC. I think they said it. I saw on Speak real quick when Emmanuel Acho was talking about. Apparently, he worked with Joe Burrow back in LSU.
He was the offensive.
He's the reason why Joe Burrow. He's the reason why Joe Burrow who he is today. He's the main catalyst on why Joe Burrow is.
This should be a very good thing for Josh
Allen.
Wait,
the only pushback I'm gonna give you, Riddell, is that before he was with the Bills, he was also the offensive coordinator for Matt Rule and Panthers. Now he got Ken Dorsey down there because he got turned into a scapegoat, and they fired him mid-season as well, which is how he ended up.
Wait, you say he was the offensive coordinator for Matt Rule and the Panthers?
Yes, he was.
I thought Joe Brady was.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Joe Brady.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that he got put in a similar situation of being tied to a coach and things weren't going well, and the coach decided it's going to be me or you, and I'm picking me, and slid homie right under the bus, which is how he ended up being the QB coach at Buffalo in the first place. But
Hellfire, who was giving Josh Allen a pass for playing like ass? Who was giving him a pass?
He's talking to himself.
What are you saying? And it's the same dude. And Hellfire, you're a Tua guy, bro. Enough. I don't want to hear that.
Wait, I got one thing to push back on Riddell. Riddell, when you were speaking about the Bills running backs, I feel like everyone here can attest to the fact that they hadn't had good running back talent, even when Singletary was there. Singletary was prone to have those games where he had a 100-yard game and he looked like he could be serviceable back for them to be at least for the next couple of years. But then you go and notice that Singletary was getting stuffed before he even made it to the offensive line or even past the offensive line in multiple games and multiple scenarios. So Devin Singletary is a player that you could put in a lot of teams, and he can probably get you give your running back some rest. But I'm not gonna lie, he's not a lead back, or he's not a back that I would just consistently give carries to and expect to that help me win the game. Because that's just the same thing that happened. That's the same thing that happened in the Bills, which is why even then people were saying that they needed a running back and they just couldn't find it. Now James Cook is the best one that they've had in a while, and since that little 3-year span, in my opinion.
And that's not saying a lot.
Exactly. The best running back. I'd say the best running back has really been for the Bills was Shady. That was really like 2018.
That's a while ago. That's way longer.
That's really like, come on, bro.
But why do people think, like, do y'all know Josh Allen has played some of the most efficient football in his career this year?
Yeah, he has. He's like second in complete. He's like second in complete percentage. Like
that's the one thing I will say about Ken Dorsey. He's made Josh Allen's throws a lot easier. Now it's made the offense super watered down, but he has played efficient. It's just, again, when you have all these tips and overthrows, ball going through your receiver's hands and you're getting picks for it, that's what happens. He's played, and me and Luke talked about it. He's played efficient this year. But the problem is, like we said, Trey, he is going to take a risk. He cannot help himself. He has to do it.
Wait, but Young, to your point about the tips and overthrows, the one thing I want to say about Josh Allen, we always talk about arm talent and like all of these things. Part of arm talent is knowing what throw to use at what time.
Agreed.
Being able to have variance in your throw speed. Like when you need the fastball, give me.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Like
I need layer. I agree.
Yeah, he needs to work on that, bro. Because I swear
we give all these other quarterbacks hell for their other deficiencies, and I get it. Tips and overthrows are not always on the quarterback, but I'll be honest with you, the one that I saw yesterday, like, hey, you didn't have to fire that one.
He did. That's true.
Like,
he did.
You have the strongest arm in the league, dog. You
see, I feel you on that, Trey. I feel you on that, but wait, hold on. Let me show you. Because I feel you on that, boy. It was shit like this, though. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
He has
catch
to
the ball.
Like, look,
That's
Look,
ridiculous.
Trent, I hear you, but two things could be true at once. Gabe Davis, it's your job to catch the ball, but also Josh Allen,
Take a little bit off of it.
Help him help you.
Don't throw 100 miles an hour. Just throw it about 90. That's it.
I mean, Josh Allen, you might as well just retire, go to MLB, bro. Go be Shohei Ohtani or something.
Hey, that boy Hellfire cooking in the college, man.
He throw it 100 miles per hour every time he throw the ball.
That boy would be throwing gas.
He does.
For real though. But let's move on though.
That boy, hey, Trey, I just want to say this. That boy Hellfire, right? He ain't been as efficient as Tua, Goff, or Dak, nigga. So let's move on, man.
And Jared Goff still can't reach Josh Allen level.
For sure, because guess what? You're right, because he's already passed that. So what's the point of reaching back down?
All right. Anyway,
Jared Goff is closer to Russell Wilson than he is Josh Allen.
Jared Goff is closer to Mahomes than he is Josh Allen. But,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Golden? What makes you say that?
No,
Jared Goff has been one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL these last 2 seasons, and he doesn't get the credit or respect that he deserves.
That's
the fact that he's able to get the ball to his playmakers and do such a great job at it, in the way that he's been able to progress as a quarterback since his Rams days. It's just, you gotta provide the respect for that. You watch this man play football and still find a way to disrespect him week in and week out. I'm not with it, bro. So
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Why did he decline when he had Sean McVay?
What do you mean? Why did he decline?
They traded him because he declined from when Sean McVay.
Either way, he won. A change of scenery is always going to help you.
No, I'm not asking about the change of scenery.
Okay, I'm helping. I'm getting to your point. I'm trying to list of multiple reasons as to why he thought about declining. A change of scenery is always going to help you. 2, he clearly felt like he wasn't getting the coaching that he needed to become a better player over in LA. In the area of LA, man.
Sean McVay?
Sean McVay's a great guy, great coach. He clearly didn't feel like Sean McVay was coaching him to be the best player.
No, you know what?
You know who did though? You know who did?
You know what happened?
Dan Campbell.
This is the point, because this is what Young is saying. One change happened. It's because Todd Gurley knees became deteriorated. He became ass. He became ass. Now,
okay,
Goff,
so then go. Then let's move on. Let's move on to a team where he doesn't have the same type of talent.
Okay, and
what? David Montgomery Jr. again?
He has a top 3 online league. Hold on. I'm sick and tired of niggas praising a half a season of football. Niggas did it with Trevor Lawrence, and now you doing shit with Jared Goff last year. A nigga first half of the season last year, he wasn't good at all. And in the second half, and that's when he picked shit up. Am I lying?
Niggas wasn't watching Jared Goff.
Am I lying? It's literally the same shit, bro. Gino, and Trevor Lawrence all had the same shit, where all 3 of them played only half good of football, bro.
Okay. Niggas wasn't watching Jared Goff. That's all I got to know. Just because the Lions were losing doesn't mean that he wasn't playing good. He literally went out there and took a 40 ball to lose. He took a 40 ball to lose last season. And you told me he didn't have a good
one game. You're talking about
it was 3. He lost Amon-Ra, and that offense went to freaking doo-doo because he couldn't throw the ball to nobody.
The first half, yes.
No, you're not. But the first half of last season, he did not have a bad first half.
3 games. He
was leading one of the best offenses in the league last season.
It's 3 games out of 8, bro. What are you talking about? I'm talking about a whole half, not just 3 games.
Okay,
bro.
So the whole half of the last season. So that could be 6, 7, 8 games. I don't care how you want to spin it. In those 6, 7, 8 games, he only had 3 bad games on that first half stretch. I remember.
No, he had.
Yes, he did, because when he lost to the Patriots and they lost. I think 29-0. That was a bad game. He didn't have none of his offensive weapons with him at all. He couldn't do anything at all. He was boxed. There was nothing he could do.
Bad in 2021.
In 2021, on the lines, when there was like no type of talent at all, they had the same season. Wait, the same season where they lost. Hold up. The same season where they fired the same coach, they fired basically the entire coaching staff, revamped the entire team, drafted Amon-Ra St. Brown in the house. You expect any quarterback to go in that situation and start winning? Just tell me that. Let me know.
Basically,
Young. Just
I do.
Any quarterback in that situation, they're going to win.
The great quarterbacks that you're trying to put Goff in, I expect them to go win.
Oh, so they're gonna win. They're gonna win over. They're gonna win at least 7, 8, 9 games with that team.
Yes,
with that team in 2021.
Josh Allen could do it. Yes,
in 2021.
That is what I'm saying. Yes. So I'm gonna ask you.
Okay, niggas is trolling. Hold up, bro. Niggas is trolling, bro.
I'm gonna ask you again. Why did Jared Goff get worse in LA? Don't tell me it was coaching, because coaching, Sean McVay elevated Matt Stafford. Sean
No,
McVay, Baker Mayfield looks
You know what I
serviceable
was just about to
last
say.
year.
He elevated Baker Mayfield.
Let's not act like he's a terrible coach. Let's not act like Dan Campbell.
Nigga, Sean McVay is one of the best coaches in the league. Fuck that. What are you saying?
So, all right, so let's go. Because you could be. Once again, I never had any disrespect towards Sean McVay. We all understand that. But let's go ahead and break this down, right? While being a great coach, right? You could be a great coach and not be the coach that the player needs. So if I an example, Young, if I sent you to whatever team, right, where you felt like you got drafted, let's say you got drafted to the Atlanta Falcons, right? You know what I'm saying? You got drafted to go play safety or whatever, right? And you know, as the season, as time's progressing, as your career is moving on, you know, you don't feel like you're getting the best ability, your best ability being put out on the field due to whether it be coaching, scheme, whatever. And you significantly look, if you go look at your statistics, because, you know, some players tend to look at that, you look and you see you're getting worse. Like, it looks like you're getting worse on paper and you feel it on the field. So guess what happens? A lot of players, and this happens at every level of football, whether it be high school, college, whatever, a lot of players will leave to go find a new place because they don't like the area they are, or they don't like the coaching, the situation.
Time out.
See what changes.
It would be different if Jared Goff was still playing like at a serviceable level at the Rams. Once after Todd Gurley got hurt, that nigga became ass.
Oh, once again, you said he became trash. But where did he? What happened after he left though, Trent? Tell me what happened after he left.
Yes, in 2020.
No, Trent, no.
He got better.
Tell me what happened after he left.
He finally got better. Yes, he got better.
So, but with a whole new regime, right? With a whole new different changes.
Yes, but the point is, I'm not talking about
things on his offense.
I'm talking about you trying to damn near give please.
Because then I'll even push it further. I'll push it further because look, the great coaches will be able to go in there and make a quarterback serviceable.
He got Jared Goff to a Super Bowl.
I just said I agreed. I agree with you on the fact that what he did with Baker Mayfield, he made him serviceable, right? What he did with Matt Stafford, the guy that already has enough experience in the NFL, the guy that already is highly touted and understood what to do as a quarterback. You already watched. You have years of film on Matt Stafford. You know, all right, let me put this man in. He's going to fit what I need to do. I'm going to get it done. This is all that happens. Kyle Shanahan drafts a quarterback. Kyle Shanahan drafts a quarterback, and guess what happens at a quarterback? He can't do anything with him. Guess what he did? Guess what happens? He traded for Jimmy G. At least they were making the playoffs consistently. At least they made the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. All it is, there's coaches.
He elevated Jared Goff to the maximum ability, and he said,
"There's certain players
I cannot get it done with this guy."
There's certain players that need to move on. There's certain players that need to move on from where they are. There's certain players that need to move on from where they are.
So we can move on.
Hold on.
No, I want to ask you this question before we move on. And my nigga one I just pulled up. So this is what I'm about to ask you, JJ.
What up?
If Jared Goff stayed like how he was in 2018, do you think he gets traded?
If he was still playing like what he was in 2018
on the Rams, yes.
No, of course not. No, I mean, at the end of the day, that's just logic. No, he's not getting traded. But that's not due to his play. But if you're just talking about the production,
he wasn't due to his play. Are you fucking lying?
Because what you just said, he lost.
Are you about to fucking lie?
Time out. You say he loses Todd Gurley and he goes to crap, right?
No, he lost.
Wait. Answer the question. You said he loses Todd Gurley and his play goes to crap by your
No, okay, look. I'm about to explain it to you.
No, I don't need no explanation. Just answer the question. Yes. You said no. I know because I already have the context. We just went over it like 2 minutes ago. Hold on, wait. You said he loses Todd Gurley and he went down. He declined. Yes or no?
Yeah, super decline. Yes.
Okay. When he went to the Lions and didn't have nowhere near the running talent that he had on the Rams at all with Todd Gurley, and his play got better. What's the difference? He doesn't have that running talent.
Were significantly better than they were players. They were good players. They were just
the Lions still had a run.
Jamal Williams.
The Lions still had a run.
Jamal Williams, the same dude that y'all said was a goal line TD merchant. The same dude that was using first downs. DeAndre Swift, the same dude that runs east and west. They didn't want to run forward. One of the best lines in the league. I'm not hearing that, bro. No, y'all not about to do that.
Hold on.
A top 3 offensive line.
When last year the O-line, the Lions O-line became a top 5 O-line in the league. And yes, and that run game helped. And I'm saying it's a different situation now. But what really helps Jared Goff is the O-line with Penei Sewell and all them guys. So they're a top 5 O-line.
Jared Goff, when he's getting pressure, literally, there's certain traits that you just see inside the quarterback that just change. When Jared Goff received pressure up the middle, that nigga curled up like a freaking snail and got back in the shell every time a defender came at his face. Not even only one. He has seen 3 defenders come at him, and he's still throwing the ball, rifling that thing to Amon St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, and everybody else. So what are we talking about?
JJ, that happened.
What are we talking about?
Jared Goff still wasn't good with pressure last year. It happened this year.
What? When?
What do you mean?
Lie. Why are you lying? Why was he good with pressure last year?
What?
Literally, last year is when I noticed that his pressure, him handling pressure up the middle and up the sides changed. I didn't say that this year. That happened last year. This is stuff that I seen last year.
I just feel like you be dragging how
you cannot tell me that there's plenty of film to go watch right there of him
I watched the whole
receiving pressure from all sides, whether it be from the left side, the right side, or up the middle. He's taking the pressure and he's rifling the football. He's getting the football out. He's handling it. He's standing tall in the pocket, getting the ball out to his receiver.
JJ,
so what are we doing?
JJ, when you watch the all 22 tape back, because you asked Trey, I watched the whole Jared Goff shit back first half of the season. He wasn't good under pressure, bro. He wasn't.
All right, bro.
Now, he got good under pressure this year. Jared Goff has actually taken a step from last year, bro.
I literally, one of the main things I did was watch the Detroit Lions last year. You're not going to tell me something I literally watched last year,
bro. Whoever just
the same thing as Kirk Cousins last year.
You're not bro. You're not been. I literally watched the Detroit Lions.
But you try to
all the games with my own 2 eyes last year. I'm watching the same thing. Week in, week out. Tell me that.
Then you blind.
Bro,
but you told me blind because you watched all 22 tape instead of watching the games? We can pull up the tape right after this, nigga.
Wait, wait. Did you say watch the all 22 instead of watching games? You know that.
No, I'm watching full. I know what the all 22 is, but I'm watching full tape. I'm watching even after the snap is called. What's going after right there? I'm watching all that. I'm watching everything that's happening right there. The mentality. Bro? So look, right after this, right after this, nigga, we can watch the entire Detroit Lions game, and I'll tell you, I'll show you.
We'll show you how fraudulent Jared Goff is. That's what you're about to do, bro.
What are we talking about, bro? And you talking about Jared Goff fraudulent? You the same dude that respects Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins and Jared Goff do a lot of the same things similar. So you call Jared Goff fraudulent, and you saying that Kirk Cousins, and you saying Jared Goff is fraudulent, and you like Kirk Cousins is crazy. So you gonna close your mouth too? Talking about that? Talking about Kirk? No, I'm talking to Riddell because he's talking about Jared Goff. You can't talk about Jared Goff crazy like I'm not here, nigga.
Kirk Cousins and Jared Goff.
Well, so he's very high strong.
White quarterbacks that stay in the pocket. They do not do similar things. That's just a myth.
What do you mean they don't do similar things? Do we watch? You watch Kirk Cousins? You watch Kirk Cousins, right?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins.
And you watch Jared Goff, right?
Who has a better run game? Who's the better offensive line?
Actually, if we want to be real here, the Vikings offensive line is taking a step up. So
shut up.
The Lions O-line is better. The Vikings O-line has taken a step up. The Lions O-line is better. The Lions O-line is better. But the Vikings O-line is taking a step up.
Wait, talking about
the Kirk? Hey, no way. I'm not even done. Hold up. Because look, he's talking about the run game this year, right? What about the run game last year? The same run game that he's had for multiple years and still hasn't been able to do anything with it.
JJ, wait, time out. Let me ask you this, JJ. If the Lions O-line is a 10, what is the Vikings?
619. You
said what?
619.
Fuck up, nigga. Saying that dumbass shit.
It's an L. It's an L.
619's an F?
A 69 out of
okay, no, you know what? Because now he's doing it on that type of grading scale. It's out of 10. No. It's all good.
I'm fucking with you. No,
because he said no. Young says an F. So you know what we're gonna do? That joke was an 8.9, nigga. Now what? What is it now?
All right, that's that. No, I was on the side of that.
Hey, what is it now? 89, right?
JJ, can you not say that it's a clear difference between the Vikings O-line versus the Lions?
For sure.
Like, and the Lions O-line is a top 5 O-line only compared to the Vikings. They only got Christian Darrisaw. He's a dog. He's a dog. But come on. Well, let's move it on though. I'm glad
the run game, JJ. Just be very clear.
You keep talking about the run game. Let's talk about the run game for the Vikings the last 2 years prior to this year. Their run game finally fell off.
Last year,
the worst run game in NFL last year.
All right, actually, skip last year. The last 2 years, the 2 years previous to that. 2 years previous to that. What about that run game? Hey, Riddell, what about that run game? When Kirk Cousins was still there,
The Lions
and he had
one of the
Jettas.
best
No,
last
he didn't
year.
even. He had Jettas
They had one of the
that
best
next year, but
games.
he had.
You talking about 2020?
Jared
Yeah, why are you
Goff
bringing up
doing
stuff
it
from
here
3 years ago? 3-4 years
I
ago?
don't
Because
know
he
why
keeps talking about run game. He keeps talking about run game. Like, bro, at the end of the day, you comparing all these things. Kirk
Well,
Cousins
here's
and
the
Jared
thing, though,
Goff. What I
JJ.
said about
Here's
Kirk
what
Cousins and Jared
started
Goff
this.
never changed.
Here's what
So
started
you
this.
comparing the run game
Like
is
being
crazy.
up old stuff.
JJ, here's what started this. You try to fuck around and say that Jared Goff has been one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
He
Sure
said
he
he's
is.
better than Josh Allen.
What is the threshold when you mean by that? Like where? Like what are you talking about? You think he's top 10?
What I watch week in and week out, and how you conduct yourself as a quarterback.
You said from last year and this year. So again,
Sure.
do you think he's top 10?
Oh yeah, he top 10 for sure. Really?
So I would have to ask this question if I could, ask this very, very
Wait,
calmly.
what?
Kind of
Yeah,
if I can kind of calm the panel down a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead. Bro.
In your own words, and let's let him speak without interruption. Let me have your top 10, if you will. You have the floor, gentlemen.
Okay. My top 10 this year.
Don't interrupt them now, people.
Wait, so hold on, wait, hold on, because let's get it right.
Hold on, let me put this list together. Let me make sure I'm not going to misspeak.
Is it this year or is it in general, JJ?
This year. Excuse me. We'll go in general.
In general.
In general.
Oh, we going in general. We going in general. Hold
yeah.
on. Let me get it. Let me pull it together. Real quick.
And it doesn't have to be in any particular order.
It don't? Oh, so I can just name 10.
Yeah, you can name 10. It don't have to be in any particular order.
Okay. So
now we already know Patrick Mahomes is on that list. So
Patty,
that's
one. That's one off already. We got Joe Burrow. We got Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
We got who else? Let's go ahead and start saying Jared Goff. Let's go ahead and start saying Kyler Murray. Who else? Dak Prescott.
Say it again. I didn't hear you. My mic.
Kyler Murray.
Okay.
You hear me?
Okay.
I might need an order because you said some names, bro. No.
Why is Jared Goff?
No.
Let him finish. Let him get the 10, and he's gonna miss somebody.
Let's
keep going.
Let's
Josh Allen. I said Josh Allen, right?
No.
Or I just said Josh Allen
the first time.
Okay. Yeah, Josh Allen. Bruh, hold up. Lamar. Trevor Lawrence. What am I at? Yeah, no. Anybody count?
I think that's 8.
That's 8. Yeah, I think that's 8.
Jalen Hurts.
That's 9.
Not leaving anyone off.
In the great words of Ice Cube, you still got one to go.
Oh, CJ Stroud.
So you're not counting Aaron Rodgers, right?
Nah.
All right, let's just move it on, bro, because JJ been wilding. But speaking of CJ Stroud, I'm gonna just go out here and say it right now. CJ Stroud's the MVP of the NFL. I get Myles Garrett, and I get Lamar, and I get Jalen Hurts is about to do it
right now. Just
right now. But especially if the Texans, because there's now that it's a real possibility that the Texans can fuck around and win 9-10 games and possibly win a division because they smacked the Jags that first game that they played. So, because that game that's in Houston in a few weeks, that's going to be a game divisional breaker. So again, if they win 10 games, I think he should be the MVP for sure. Now, I love Myles Garrett. You know how I feel about Myles. Lamar been doing his thing. Jalen Hurts about to go through a gauntlet. So, but nah, bro. I'm not saying that it's 2019 Lamar-ish, but y'all know how the arguments was with Lamar, how he was doing it with way less and the weapons and shit like that. It will be the same argument with CJ Stroud, and he's a rookie. And he will probably finish. Bro, young, he will probably finish like 33, 34 touchdowns and like 6-5 picks. That's like some Aaron Rodgers shit, bro. As a rookie. So if that happens, bro, he will be the MVP of his league.
That last part is going to be the exact reason why he won't get it. I'm not saying he shouldn't get it.
Why not?
I'm saying they're not going to give it to a rookie. They're just not.
It's a great story.
10 games isn't enough.
He don't have
you
nowhere
reference the Lamar game,
wins, bro.
Trent, Lamar was the number one. He was the 1 seed in the AFC.
You right.
They went 14-2.
You right.
10-7 is not enough. Now, if he gets to 12, he could get 12 and get a 2 seed, maybe 3. just 10 isn't enough to me. At
But here's
least
my thing, though, young.
I get the
reading different. It would be different if CJ Stroud was on like a playoff team. Like it'd be different if Texas were a playoff team like the Raiders.
Oh no, they were horrible.
The Texans were literally god awful. Literally were a top 2 pick. So if he turns that around, bro, I'm sorry, bro. That might be that might be an MVP, bro. But what's the name? I'll go around the board. So Tina, how you feel about that? So you think CJ Stroud should win? If that happens, CJ Stroud should win MVP? They win 10 games?
Yeah. Well, 10 games. If they win the division, but even then, if they just get in the playoffs, I don't think people really understand what the state of that team was prior. Give a lot of credit to the coaching staff and everybody involved, but being someone from Houston, I don't think people really understand how deep in the trenches that franchise was. And for Stroud to come in year one with Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, shout out Tank Dell, not saying anything against Tank, but it's another rookie. And Damian, it's not like they got this dominant run game either. Devin Singletary, shout out him, he had a great game, but they don't got a dominant running game. I don't think if they make the playoffs and he keeps it up like this, I would give it to him. What the media would do and what I would do are two very different things, but I think he has earned it.
For sure.
Trey, how you feel about it?
Like I said, they're not going to give him the MVP. Like, he's a rookie. At the end of the day, they're not going to upset the apple cart by doing something like that. Like, Young made the point. In order for them to even think about doing this, you would have to be like Lawrence Taylor level special. Because if I remember correctly, he's what, the last one as a rookie to win MVP and defensive rookie of the year?
He didn't. He wouldn't. The only rookie that's won MVP is Jim Brown.
Really?
Yeah, and Lawrence Hill won that his second year.
No, he's the only one to win defensive player of the year and rookie.
And rookie of the year, yeah.
Like, they're just not going to give it to a rookie. Like, if anything, what's more than likely gonna happen is
he'll get all pro.
He'll get all pro, he'll get rookie of the year, and then MVP will be either Lamar or Patrick Mahomes, or they finally do something right and give it to freaking Myles Garrett. But I'm sorry, like, I get it. He's playing at an elite level. Like, this is far and away more than what I expected. And I'm very happy for him. Like, this is like his award in terms of like rookie of the year. It's his. Like, go ahead and ship it to him now. But anything further than that, I'm sorry. I can't do it. Because I know it's not gonna happen.
Norman, how you feel about it?
I think Stroud has actually impressed me more than I thought over the last 2 games. I think he is, at least for this season, playing at an MVP caliber for quarterbacks as far as we go, because a lot of the elite quarterbacks aren't playing up to par, like Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen. But my MVP is Myles Garrett. I think Myles Garrett's having a historic season for an edge. But, like, if we're just going to go by, like, how, like, voters usually go, I'm not sure how they'll feel about a rookie winning MVP, but there's also, you can make the argument that the rookie thing might also be, it also might benefit his narrative.
Facts.
But just by what I see, I think that as far as quarterbacks go, he's playing at an MVP caliber compared to the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. But my MVP so far is still Myles Garrett. So,
all right, Warnock, how you feel about it, game? So I'll let you go.
He definitely not sniffing MVP. He won't get close to it, honestly. I mean, should he? Maybe. But, like, he definitely not going to win it. They won't win enough games, but they could definitely win their division, though, because they're definitely up there. And they beat the Jags already. They blew them out, as a matter of fact. So, I think CJ Stroud, he's definitely tough. But I don't know. I don't see this keeping up throughout the whole season, honestly. And I got a bet, so I'm praying on the Texans' downfall. I hope they lose every
Yo,
game.
Warner, just send me my
the rest of the
$50,
season.
gang. I told you they was gonna get over 5 wins. Send me the 50, bro. It's all right. It's all right. But Young, go ahead. How you feel about it?
I mean, what I'm kind of like Tegan. What I think the MVP should be versus what the media is going to vote, there's no way he's going to win the media vote. Because if you look at all these MVPs, the one thing they have in common for the most part, they're quarterbacks, and it's who's the quarterback of the best team in the league for the most part. And that's the sad reality of it. Jalen Hurts is probably going to finish with the best record. Him, Lamar, Mahomes, they're going to put up the numbers because they have. So that's probably who the MVP is going to go to. Now, as far as Stroud being, having the most impact on his team, again, this Texans team might win the division after winning 2 games and 3 games and 3 games the last 3 years as his rookie season. Like, this is what he's doing is historical stuff. Like, to win the division year 1 with a whole bunch of rookies and not no-name guys, but because we all know Tank Dell was nice. But guys like other rookies or guys with no all-pros, no Pro Bowl kind of dudes. That's what he's doing. And mind you, his O-line was hurt for the first part of the year too. They were switching in and out guys. Laramie Tunsil wasn't playing. He was still out there shredding people. So I think he deserves some conversation of it. But as far as what the actual award is going to be, he probably, he might get some votes, but they're going to give it to whoever finishes with the best record or a top 2 seed and puts up the most stats.
At this point, the way I see it is, imagine we're talking about a music artist who came in and their first album, they get a Grammy nomination. The fact that you even being talked about,
that's enough for you.
Like, that's a win in and of itself.
Yeah.
But
like you said, they're not going to upset that card by giving it to the rookie. They're not about to give you the Grammy year 1.
Don't get it twisted. Taylor Swift and Beyonce definitely still going to win. But the fact that you was up there with them says, hey, you next up. Salute to you, youngin.
Exactly.
That's it.
Hey, but Trey, so the one thing I want to ask is, you said that they would give it to Myles Garrett before CJ. They'd be the first MVP since LT. Why do you feel so comfortable with Myles? Like the media going with Myles before they would give it to a quarterback, even if he's a rookie?
Mostly because it's the Texans, and I don't think they're going to win enough games. Realistically, I don't think they're going to win enough games. I think they'll make it interesting with the Jaguars, but if I'm being honest, I don't put much stock into the win that they had over them in the earlier part of the season, because this as somebody who grew up in Texas, even if we aren't Texans fans, we all watch the games. The Jags and the Texans, no matter how good or bad either one of the teams are, they split every year.
They're both usually bad. They're both usually bad.
even if they're both bad, both good, one's great, one's not. The reality is, it doesn't matter what the conditions are, they almost always split. So I'm not really tripping over that. Yes, it is going to be a Macklemore type situation. Hey, if he Kendrick, then he Kendrick.
Bro, but hey, Trey, Lauryn Hill won a Grammy on her first album, so is CJ Stroud won MVP. There you go.
But that's not fair.
But that's a classic. That's a classic album.
Hey, and CJ Stroud having a classic season. Goddamn.
Hey.
But 2, she was part of a group before she went solo, so they was introduced to her before. Not as a solo artist, baby.
AJ, how you feel about CJ Stroud? You think he should win MVP?
I'm not gonna lie. The MVP, I'm not gonna lie. I lucky do wish he could win it just for history. I be thinking about history all the time when it comes to the NFL. I'm like, bruh, what if somebody just makes some historical moment, man? You know what I'm saying? I got to see that with my own 2 eyes, and this man goes down our stretch, you know what I'm saying, and throws not let's say 2 more interceptions throughout the entire season, right? Because right now this is still in the same stretch that it is 14-1 or 14-2, you know what I'm saying? And so, you feel me? I'm watching him do this. I still don't think he can win MVP, and it's just it's not because of him, but it is because of politics and what else is also going on in the league too. You know what I'm saying? They just won't allow it unless this man went like 15-2, 5,000 yards. If he put up some Mahomes type stats with less interceptions, bro, like you know what I'm saying, they wouldn't allow it. Unless
I was just about
to be honest with you.
Did Mahomes MVP his first year as a starter?
His first year as an official starter,
as
yes,
a
he
starter,
did.
but it's a sophomore season.
Yeah. And then Trey,
same thing with Lamar. Same thing with Lamar.
Mahomes' hype going like they were talking about Mahomes when he was on the bench. Like the hype was crazy. Like he already kind of was getting introduced.
But let's not forget this.
Like he wasn't the number 2 overall pick.
You're out of here. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
let's not forget this though. The year before he even became a starter, that was already a top 10 offense.
Oh yeah.
Let's not forget that.
They just weren't special because they were of Alex Smith.
But-
And then y'all people forget that week 17 game Mahomes played because they had rested starters, and he went crazy.
He was
and people were like, "This man been on the bench this whole season. What we doing?" You know what I'm saying? Like, so he had that kind of introduction.
See,
as
but
far
the
as
thing is,
CJ Stroud is concerned, though, I have
thing
to
is-
say this: the main rookie that I've seen, I'm gonna show my age, that I've seen really go out there and just shine his first year was Dan Marino. And you got to think about what he had that year. He had a defense that had been to a Super Bowl about a year earlier, and he had one of the greatest coaches of all time as far as Don Shula is concerned.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud has none of that. He has a rookie head coach. I mean, granted, I'm not sure. I saw DeMeco Ryans as a player. He was Pro Bowler, outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
But as we saw over the years, just because you are a good football, we saw this with Mike Singletary. Just because you are a good football player and you are a good assistant doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make a great head coach. We saw with Leslie Frazier as well.
Yeah.
You know, so you have a rookie head coach. You're a rookie. You have a rookie head coach. You don't have one of the greatest coaches of all time in Don Shula that went to 3 Super Bowls. You don't have the Killer Bees defense.
That's
fair. You don't have a Mark Duper and Mark Clayton coming in or Nat Moore. You don't have a David Overstreet.
Yeah, you showing your age for these kids.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Hey,
what I wanted
I'm
to
the only one up here who know any of them names.
Nah, I do too.
You showing your age too, Trey. Old head.
I told you I'm gonna show my age.
What I wanted to
you
further
have
say,
none of that, and you're coming out here putting up the numbers that you're doing now. You deserve to win the MVP now. Like we say down south, what deserved to happen and what's gonna happen, 2 different things.
I'm saying, bro.
But if you are, and I don't agree with the NFL politics. You give it to the best player, the player who makes the most impact, and no player, as far as quarterbacks is concerned. If you want to paint the narrative of being a quarterback-driven league, look no further than what CJ Stroud is doing now. Now, granted, first half of the season is way different from that after Thanksgiving half of the season.
Yeah.
Once that starts up and he's still doing this, after everybody's had their bye week, everybody's getting their players back and they're well rested, and he's still doing the same thing, it's time to rev it up.
Yeah, true. Any last words you got to say? Want to see that?
What I wanted to finish.
Oh yeah, Tank Dell's that boy. Tank Dell's that boy.
We knew that one, huh? You know, I heard I was crazy for saying that JSN wasn't better than him, but hey,
top 25 receiver in the league.
He really top 20 for real. He really top 20 for real.
Yeah, of course you're gonna push that. Of course you're
gonna
push that.
Him or Mike Evans. Him or Mike Evans.
I swear to God, you don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Do you think he could be the next Steve Smith?
I think Tank Dell could just be the next Tank Dell. I think Steve Smith just one of one, bro. I can't really do that with Steve because Steve Smith is really one though. Like,
but
they play different too. Steve played so physical, even though he was small. Like he was so physical. He's finesse, but like
he's closer to Antonio Brown than Steve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
what was you about to say, on
you bring up Steve Smith, it's like, dog, Steve Smith was just short. He wasn't small.
Yeah, he was swole.
Yeah, like
Steve Smith, bro, really slight, bro. Jesus.
I was gonna point out the rest of their schedule. Because it's looking at it's a lot easier than I expected.
Hey, let me hear. Let's go through it.
They play the Cardinals, which to be fair could be trapped just because it's Kyler.
Kyler Murray's
just
back.
Because of Kyler.
But I'll say dub though. Still dub.
Yeah, I think it'll be closer than people expected, but it's at home, by the way.
Okay,
Jaguars at home.
Dub. I
know Trey's saying it's a split, but it could be a sweep.
It's a toss-up.
I got him sweeping them.
They're not playing the Broncos in Denver. They're playing at home, so they have 3 straight home games.
Yeah, that's
no mile high advantage, so that's a win.
Yeah, I might go dub with that too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I might.
Now this one I think is so interesting, and if he cooks this defense, the MVP thing gets real serious with the Jets at the Jets.
In
December.
I'll be honest with you. I think they're gonna win that because Zach Wilson is a terrorist. So I'm going.
I think Aaron Rodgers could be back for this game.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Aaron Rodgers is back. That's a straight L. Aaron Rodgers is back. That's an L completely.
At the Titans.
Wait, why would Rodgers be back? What?
No, no. Warnock, he's literally
on the field throwing the ball.
Warnock, he's on, bro. This is some, bro. He's 40 years old and he's about to come back December. That's why
he said he's trying to, bro. I'm just gonna be honest here, and you can keep on going real quick after this. Bro, if at torn Achilles at the beginning of the season, if you make it back by then, I'm sorry, bro. You did something that's illegal, bro. That's all I gotta say, bro. I don't care.
Because he was using that deer antler spray.
You think Ray Lewis route?
When he went that deer.
You think Cam Akers was on some stuff too when he tore because he tore his Achilles? He came back right in the playoffs.
But he came back was it in the Super Bowl?
He came back January. He came back like divisional round, like wild card.
Yeah, I'm saying he still came back way later though. I'm sorry, Brian. Cam Akers also tore it earlier than what's it called? I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken.
Which calf did he tear? Was it his left one or his right one?
I think it was right. But keep going, Tiger.
Then they play at the Titans. Titans are a well-coached team, but it's gonna be Will Levis, so not too worried. If he cooks the Browns at home,
it's over. If he does that, he's
I got them losing though, but I got them losing because I think Deshaun. We're gonna talk about Deshaun later because I think Deshaun's got a big ass momentum shift. But yeah,
momentum shift.
They get another y'all gotta face off against the Titans at home, and then they finish the year at the Colts.
I'm not gonna lie, all them games are all winnable. Like they can literally go on a meet. How many losses they have right now? They have 4. They have 4 L's right now.
Lose all of them.
I think the Browns game is a bad matchup for them.
The Brown game is the Brown game is a terrible matchup.
But
and then,
all the other ones, I think
at the Jets, I know it's Zach Wilson. It's just that defense. You never know. Once
for real. But all them other games, bro, is winnable. That's literally like what 11, 12 wins right there. That's MVP.
Hey, bro, the last Houston team that did that was in 95. Was in 93.
So look, I want to say this though, because right, like you said, bro, for him to still, you got to remember what the Texas team was before they come into the season, what they were last season too. That's the only reason why that makes the case more compelling for him. And that's the last thing I really want to say is because, bro, they weren't supposed to be this. I'm just gonna be honest. It is what it is.
It's some LeBron team that they have. Stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
You said what?
It's some LeBron type of thing, bro.
Like, bro, and it's a LeBron effort by a group of people though. Just not only one. CJ Stroud's at the helm, but Tank Dell, Nico Collins, even Noah Brown showing up now, and still Noah Robert Woods being the guy that he is, being the veteran on that team. You know what I'm saying? Damian Pierce being the fraud that I knew he really was. He wasn't better than Tyler Algier, but you know, at the end of the day, them being able to get a running back by committee going a little bit. You feel me? And so. It is what it is, bro. And their online, the vets on they got in their online looking better too. So like, and their defense is looking solid too, bro. So once again, I mean, I think they're really playing like this because they lost their pick, and so you know they don't want that team to have a high pick because of them. They're trying to win, and you know,
we gonna see, bro. Because bro, I'm telling you, we gonna see, bro. Because and also, yeah, CJ Stroud is better than Trevor Lawrence. I told you this earlier in the year, but hey, bro, let's get to this Trevor Lawrence.
Wait. Let me ask you this though. So if he fall off, you still gonna say that, or you think he gonna still?
I already said if he had like something, maybe because it only took 8 games for Trevor Lawrence. But I'm saying,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If he fall off the second half,
He can't have a Geno Smith type of thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I can't. No, if he had some Geno Smith type shit, yeah, I'll push back on that. But if he, I put like this one on. If he play like 3 more good games and then he's like okay for the rest, I'm still saying that because it's more than what Trevor Lawrence has shown me.
I mean, we got to talk about T-Law this year. Let's have an honest conversation about T-Law this year.
I mean, let's have it, bro. I mean, because bro been hella Reginald for the whole year, bro. And
on their
I can't
like last year.
The wide receiver drops for so long, bro.
Because and Calvin Ridley's also been hella disappointing. I'm not gonna lie.
They're not using him right.
They're not. But the thing is, though, he was getting gassed, even though I felt it though, because Calvin Ridley, the 2020 year, even though it was a completely group of wide receivers at the time, he was still like a top 12 receiver. You know, he's an elite route runner. I mean, we always knew his hands issue, but this is like.
He made all pro.
I want it because the Jags this year, even though they're still 6-3, they were supposed to take a huge leap. I was hearing Trevor Lawrence MVP, Calvin Ridley probably gonna go for 1,500 because he finally playing with a real quarterback. Like, and we not seeing it, bro. Now, granted, they still 6-3, but they haven't really. To me, they damn near like they're a 6-3 team, but they ain't a 6-3 team for real.
Honestly, I've said this on many of occasions. And people disagree with me near and far. Trevor Lawrence is a guy that people fall in love with what he looks like rather than what he is. He is a game manager. Game manager. Now, he can throw a little trickery in here and there, and he can move out of the pocket, but he's not one of these quarterbacks that the media is trying to build him up as. He's not a Josh Allen type of quarterback.
I agree with that. But he's
not a Josh Allen type of
quarterback. He's not just a game manager. He's not just a game manager, but he's not the elite level guy.
I can't, champ. I'm not gonna. I feel like you kind of dragging me. I can't say that.
You're dragging it, bro.
So you mean to tell me that? And I'm not trolling. I want a legitimate answer. And if you push back, fine. He's a Josh Allen in your opinion?
No.
Nah.
He's a Justin Herbert in your opinion?
Not yet. Nah,
but you see the talent though. He's not.
We're not talking about. Wait a minute. Potential. Hey, we're gonna say. I'm gonna say it just like we said down south.
No, I'm not. I didn't say potential.
Potential. Don't buy you lunch. Don't buy you lunch at the mess hall.
So what?
I didn't say potential. I said talent.
Talent and potential do not buy you lunch at the mess hall.
But those guys,
about what you're doing.
You can see it translate on the field though. So like.
Let me get in on this.
Actually, I want to hear what's the name? Because I want to hear Norman.
Let Warnock speak.
Oh, yeah, I was saying I want to hear what Warnock said, and I want Norman to go after that. But Warnock,
what I'm saying is he's not like just a game manager, bro. Like that's all I'm saying. He's not just a game manager. You can see his talent, like
it flashes.
Yeah, like his arm strength and his build, all of that. He has mobility. And he's actually a somewhat of an accurate passer.
Yes.
I wouldn't say he's just a game manager for real. He does make bad decisions at times, of course, but Josh Allen, like, what are we hyping up Josh Allen about, honestly? Like, I don't see it.
It's because the peak. So here's the thing. Trevor Lawrence doesn't give you the peaks to Josh Allen, but he can give you the same inconsistent play.
Yep.
But Josh Allen at his best is a high-level quarterback.
How often is he at his best, though?
No, that's the problem. It's me and Trey have said this. What really makes these great guys great is the consistency. You can weed out those great, like Mahomes, same kind of talent, but he's consistently gonna give you those highs, and the lows are never that low. He might do it 1 game a year. It's not gonna be 7 games a year like Trevor Lawrence, like Josh Allen. Whereas Herbert, he might not give you the low games every week, but he's not giving you those high games every week. Like that's
just the talented as those other guys.
Yeah, and so that's where really a lot of the after Mahomes, that's where a lot of those guys. Now Burrow, I think he's up there too. I think when he gets his highs, they're pretty high, and the lows aren't as low unless he's hurt.
And remember, the lows only came because he was hurt.
Yeah, so like outside of those two guys though,
I'm not fully.
Really, it's everybody. You're really just trying to balance. How high are the highs can I get and manage the lows of the lows? To me, Trevor Lawrence, like you said, Warnock, he's shown flashes of elite level throws. It's just he's also shown flashes of there's no way you're a year 3 quarterback. Like that's his problem.
Okay, can we talk about that year 3 thing for a second? Because I was actually listening to another podcast, and an interesting point was made. I think the way we look at quarterbacks now has been drastically changed because of the rookie wage scale. Because everybody is trying to basically get a big one the moment you draft a quarterback, because the way this is all played out is, hey, the best way for you to build your team is to draft a young quarterback, hope he's good, hope he's great by year 2. Fuck good. Hope he's great by year 2.
And surround him.
You can build your team before you really have to pay this guy.
Yep.
And I understand the logic, but the reality is there's only so many guys that are really going to fit that bill. And I think we've kind of tricked ourselves into thinking that all of these guys, just because they get drafted high at certain points, are going to be guys that fit that bill. Like, we're talking about Trevor Lawrence. Like, I get it. He deserves to be criticized for some of his play. It hasn't been great. But also, we're talking about a third-year quarterback. He's not 30. Like, if we want to talk about Kirk Cousins and Dak Prescott, and
that's my problem with Dak, Trey. That's literally my only problem with it.
Like, if we want to talk about some of these older guys who have spent a decade plus or almost a decade in the league, and they still making these kind of mistakes, okay, cool. But, like, we're talking about a third-year quarterback. And I get it. I'm not trying to give him passes. What I am saying is, one, the whole generational talent thing. Yes, generational talent. I think now by year 3, we have to realize he might be a generational talent, but not a generational player.
Thank you. Like, he hasn't lived up. He might not ever get to that, and that's cool too.
But that's Trey, doesn't that go back to my point? Falling in love with what a person looks like rather than what they are.
But you see, the thing is, you have to now, because when you're going against a Mahomes kind of quarterback who is a generational talent and a generational player, that is the only way you can really match them. You can't match him with Brock Purdy. You can't match him with average quarterbacks unless your roster is perfect. And still, look at Philly last year. What was really – they lost to Mahomes, and that roster's perfect.
Nah, we lost to Andy Reid. Don't do that.
Who's got it? But you got to make the throws. Mahomes played perfect in the second half.
Young, I know you're not about to do this. I could have made those passes.
I'm being honest, because that's just what you have to do to match up. Like, that's why people now – that's why, like, it's really shifted in what you want from quarterbacks because of Patrick Mahomes. I blame it on Patrick Mahomes, really, because that's the guy who changed.
Look, I'm not blaming it on Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes just happened to be a beneficiary of a system that was put in place. Like, the reality is they kind of came in at the same time. It was, hey, we putting in this rookie wage scale, and hey, let's see how this works. And the first,
give him Tyreek, give him Travis Kelce, give him Sammy Watkins.
The first few guys from that, the Carson Wentz's, the Jared Goffs, they ain't really work out like that. Mahomes and Deshaun Watson and some of these other dudes, hey, they panned out. So,
but low key, Carson Wentz kind of like, what was it the year they won the Super Bowl? Even though he got hurt. That was his third year, because he just got it was before he got hurt. Mm-hmm. So that's the problem, is because really the GMs are struggling with how to build a team after you pay a quarterback and really trying to properly pay the quarterback. When the market is, oh, you're next man up, so you got to get this huge contract, it's hard to build teams like that. Like, that's the issue.
Norman, how you feel about Trevor Lawrence this year?
I was a little high on his play earlier this year, but honestly, the last couple of games have been pretty unimpressive. I disagree with what Champ said earlier, that I don't think he's a game manager. I just think that his high level play is just pretty inconsistent.
All right.
I think at this point, like I said, we need to come to the realization that he might not be the guy that he was sold to us. Like I said coming out of college, he's not nearly the guy that folks thought he was, but I let folks have it. So Oh my gosh, Hellfire, will you calm down? You sound like you about to have an aneurysm, my guy. Chill.
Hey, but
He is, Trey. He is.
let's move on though, because I'm gonna talk about the Cowboys for a little bit, but hey, yo, you still think Brock Purdy better than Dak, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's a
explain why.
mid-off. That's a mid-off.
I'm gonna explain why. I have told you guys 100 times. Dak Prescott is going to do this. Brock Purdy's going to do this. One guy is in year what? 10?
So what?
Making the same mistakes. So yes, I don't see a ceiling. I don't see him as the guy that can really take you over. I don't think Purdy's that guy either. I don't. I think they're the same kind of dude. But what have I said? I'm gonna take the younger guy all the time because I know what Dak is. That's it.
But that's
Is it that far off though?
What?
No, Trent. What has Dak gotten better at from when I said that?
No, that's not the issue though. I don't think Brock Purdy is on bro
Not a
level.
thing.
Period.
Why
Wait,
not?
how good do you think
All they're
Dak
doing is
is? I think he's
the ball
slightly
to
above
their
average.
playmakers. That's it. They're just getting the
Wait,
ball.
wait, so wait.
Dak barely top 10, bro.
Dak's better than
What the fuck is Brock Purdy?
He's not.
I'm
but
not
see,
saying
look,
Brock
I never
Purdy
said
is
he was top
great.
10, though. I never said that. I just said they're the same kind of dudes around the same level. I'm gonna take the younger guy because I expect more from a quarterback in year 8, year 9, making stupid mistakes than a guy in year 2.
Right, so
That's
think,
it.
You think the accuracy is not that far off?
No,
Pocket presence,
no,
off-platform throws.
no.
Did you smoke K2 on your vacation?
I
Like,
really
no,
don't.
no, because what? No,
I don't.
no. What are you on now?
No, I
You
don't
dead
see
serious
a
right now?
significant. I don't see a significant difference with that versus Brock Purdy.
I don't think it's that far off either, Trent.
What is Trent? Tell me, what does he do significantly better than Brock Purdy?
I'll give you he has better accuracy slightly, but I don't see what y'all see in Dak either. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't either. Like, I'm not mad if you say Dak's better either. Like, don't get it twisted. If you say Dak's better, that's cool. Like, I'm not mad at that. I'm just gonna take the younger guy who he has shown to do stupid things when he tries to do too much. But as far as running an offense, being efficient, getting the ball to your playmakers, he can do that. What is Dak Prescott being asked to do?
Why is
Run the offense, get the ball to his
such a big deal?
playmakers, and that's it. Be accurate. Is that not all they're asking him to do?
Okay.
Why? Wait, young. Why you keep bringing up age?
Can I?
The age don't mean shit. bro.
Because young. Where did you have A-Rod? Where did you have A-Rod before the season?
A-Rod was top. He was top 5 at minimum.
I know, but for you,
I had A-Rod. See, my thing, when I grade quarterbacks, I try to do it off of 2 to 3 years, unless they do something generational like Mahomes. I wasn't going to wait 2 more years for Mahomes.
yeah.
Other than that, so I had A-Rod at 2 or 3 between him.
But the issue I have is why are we bringing up age with Brock Purdy and Dak when
because the problems with Brock Purdy and Dak are the exact same. They try to do too much sometimes, and sometimes they are inaccurate. The reason I say age is I think you can grow out of that when you are in year 2 that Trey was just mentioning. You have these issues in year 2 or 3, that's cool because I can see a growth trajectory. Year 9, there's no reason Dak Prescott should be making stupid mistakes in year 9. There's no
young is cooking, y'all.
That's the only reason I take the younger player.
so in your rankings you're projecting.
No, I'm saying if I have the same player doing the exact same thing, because I think you could take Dak Prescott, put him in San Francisco, and get the exact same results.
Obviously.
And the vice versa.
And the vice versa, because they're being asked to do the same things. What is Dak Prescott being asked to do? That's what I'm trying to ask y'all.
Make plays.
You would get the same thing out of Dallas with Brock.
He can do that in the regular season, but he's not doing that in the playoffs, bro.
Hey,
I'm asking you, tell me right now, what is Dak Prescott in Dallas with CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Brandon Cooks, tight ends, run game?
Don't bring
Yeah,
up.
don't do that.
Don't bring up Michael Gallup like that. Cowboys beat can tell us.
Did I just hear you say Michael Gallup?
You sound like
Did I just hear you say Michael Gallup?
Full screen.
Did I just hear you say Michael Gallup and Tony Pollard?
we're not about to act like Tony Pollard is something crazy.
Well, I've been watching every single game that they've had on film, and Tony Pollard's been underwhelming this year. Now, I do think
underwhelming.
Because he hasn't been. I mean, what are we talking about? What I will say is
underwhelming is because the way they are using him. That is a coaching problem. This is why you needed Zeke. Tony Pollard is a Alvin Kamara type of dude. Get him 15 touches in space. Don't bang him in between the A gap and the B gap. That's stupid because you're just going to.
I agree.
He's not efficient.
No, I 100% agree. I agree with that. No, look, their rushing scheme, I've talked about it multiple times. It's not necessarily efficient. I don't like it. There's some things that they did yesterday that I'm starting to say. He's not the best running back on that team, though. I hope you know that. Dowdle's better, but that's beside the point.
For that scheme, I agree. Yeah. But as far as talent, not even. That's
yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, but that's my point.
Let me ask you this. How do you feel about niggas still saying that Brock Purdy is better than Dak?
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to say that.
Why is it so ridiculous? So what does he do?
What does Brock Purdy do better than Dak? Because the last time I checked, Dak's the one that's been in the league for 8 years, that has consistently been a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Please tell me what Brock Purdy does better than that.
Top 10 quarterback.
The same thing. They do the same thing. They get the ball to their playmakers. They rely on the run game and a great scheme, and just
what run game?
Bro, since when is Dak top 10?
If you're gonna top 10 Dak Prescott for 8 years,
froze. Is he frozen?
If you're gonna mention Dak Prescott for 8 years, and for the first 4 to 5 years of his career, if he didn't have Zeke running the ball, he was trash.
Look, I agree with you. The only thing I'm gonna push back on, because I get it, like we got really excited about Brock Purdy. It was fun, but I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I was never that bought into it. It's funny to troll the Cowboys, but the reality is I'm not putting Dak behind Brock Purdy in any way, shape, or form, because I get it. If we're talking about Dak Prescott early in his career, absolutely. They were about the same. Like, people forget, Dak Prescott wasn't a first-round draft pick. He was a fourth-round pick. There was a reason for that. Like, he wasn't even supposed to. Like, he's a happy accident. He wasn't supposed to play. But if we're talking about what he's being asked to do now in this offense, in the last few years in this offense, versus what Brock Purdy has been asked to do, for the last like 4 or 5 years, the latter half of his career, he's definitely had to shoulder a lot more.
Also, the run game this year ain't been shit.
And kind of be more of the focal point, as opposed to Brock Purdy basically just playing maestro. And I'll be honest, when DMC kind of slowed down and Debo went out the lineup and Trent Williams isn't playing, and I get it.
Trent Williams, that was the key.
Play obviously dips when you lose great players, but Dak has dealt with some of those same things. And I've also seen Dak, despite
who Dak lost. When I saw Dak lose Zeke,
hold on.
They were garbage.
We're not gonna act like there weren't games where Tyron Smith
was what, nigga?
Huh?
You said Dak was garbage?
No, when he lost Zeke early in his season in the career.
Oh no! I'm talking about the later half of his career. What I'm saying is the last few years, there have been times where Tyron Smith isn't there, Michael Gallup isn't there, maybe Zeke or Tony Pollard isn't there, and it's like, hey, Dak, bro, you got to make a play. And to his credit, it hasn't been as much as we would like it to be, but he has made plays for that team, being the focal point. Brock Purdy, if I'm being honest, he can't do that. I'm sorry. Like we like Brock Purdy.
What is Dak doing though?
I know you haven't been watching Dak, but Dak been bugging this. Dak been bugging, bro. And
did we forget what he did against the Eagles? Like he was
he's been like when niggas need to start.
Relax.
What do you mean? Relax, now you can't say relax, nigga. He was the best quarterback in that game.
And them niggas lost. And them niggas lost.
You don't think wins are a QB stat? So I want to hear that. So
I mean, they not. But what matters more?
Mac Jones shredded the Eagles. What is
What about the
We
Jets?
still won, nigga.
What about the Jets?
And you saw Smitty catch that touchdown in the end zone looking like Michael Jackson.
Hey, what about the Jets game though?
What about the Jets?
So you're comparing Dak Prescott to Zach Wilson? Is that where?
No.
defense,
The
gang.
The Jets defense.
I mean, that's cool. We took a loss, but we ain't grieving about that.
What you mean that's cool? Because your man Jalen Hurts ain't do shit versus the Jets.
I am not saying that Dak Prescott will not play great some games. I'm not saying Brock Purdy will not play great. All I'm saying is they are being asked to do the exact same thing.
No, Dak Prescott's being asked to do more.
Being asked to elevate the offense. They're not being asked. They're being
slightly more.
Playmakers. Hey, look. Hey, Dak, get it to CD. Let him cook. Get it. That's all he's being asked to do.
Are you looking at some of the concepts that they're running and him getting the ball to CD Lamb? You're acting like he's just all right. Go throw a slant and just let CD work. No, this guy's hitting him on posts, corners, crossers, all that stuff.
Brock Purdy does the same thing to Brandon Ayuk. There's no difference. He does the same thing to George Kittle. There's no difference. They're being asked to get the ball to their playmakers accurately and on time. They're both in a West Coast.
Isn't that what Jalen Hurts? Isn't that what Jalen Hurts is doing as well?
But guess what Jalen Hurts does? He brings an extra element in the run game that neither of those other two do.
Young is cooking. Oh my God.
What about Joe Burrow? He doesn't get the ball.
Not being asked to do that. Joe Burrow is being asked to
get the ball to his playmakers. That's ridiculous. So you shouldn't get the ball to your playmakers as a quarterback?
Do you think Dak Prescott is playing the same way as Joe Burrow?
I think he's playing better than Joe Burrow. He's been playing better than Joe Burrow. Dak Prescott this year.
Wait, whoa. Nigga, you're about to say that Joe Burrow's been playing better than Dak this year?
Outside of the 3 games when he was hurt?
Nigga, wait, no. Fuck, no.
Trent, we're not going to ignore context. We can't ignore context.
Wait, you didn't use that injury plea when I was shitting on that nigga for the first 3 weeks.
I said it was deserved because if you're out there, you're playing. But now looking back, knowing he was hurt, we have to acknowledge.
What about this game? This happened just past Sunday. Because if it wasn't for that CJ Stroud shit, nigga, he knew.
Listen, here's the thing. This is the thing.
Dak Prescott for the entire season has been really better. Bro, Dak has been playing better than Joe Burrow this year. You cannot debate that, bro.
And I have a question as well. This offseason, a lot of people were talking about how bad of a coach Mike McCarthy is. Are we going to act like coaching doesn't matter? Kyle Shanahan, Mike McCarthy, who's a better play caller?
Kyle Shanahan. I'm not disagreeing with that.
He's way better. Way better.
Way better, though.
Way better. Yeah, he is.
He's way better.
Yeah, Dak is balling this year. I'm
not taking nothing away from Dak saying he's not playing well.
But, bro,
I don't see that far of a gap still, though.
There's nothing when we talk about with Brock Purdy that makes him close to Dak Prescott, though. Just because you
what makes Dak Prescott
who has a better arm? Who has a better arm? Who has a better arm?
Dak.
Honestly, Dak.
That arm is not who's more accurate?
Debatable.
No, it's not. It's not because Dak's number 1 in completion percentage and he's number 1 on average. No. Let me finish. Let me finish because I was about to hop off that. He was number 1 in completion percentage, but he's also number 1 on our on-target throw percentage. He's throwing the ball 8+ yards per attempt, so he's not just throwing flats all damn game. Okay, so even in accuracy, there's nothing to back up that Brock Purdy's a more accurate quarterback.
Who said he was more accurate?
Or it's not debatable though, gang. It's not debatable though, right? Like that's crazy.
I said Dak was slightly more. He's slightly more accurate.
He's clearly more accurate, bro.
Trent, and let's be honest here.
He clearly has better blocking press than Brock Purdy.
If you put Dak over Brock Purdy, I'm not going to be mad. All I'm saying is, if you're comparing a dude,
you shouldn't be because he's way better
for 9 years, and it is any kind of debate with Brock
not
Purdy,
9 years.
Okay, 8 years. Big whoop. If you're debating a dude that's been in the league 8 years, and there's any kind of conversation about him being the same or better than Brock Purdy, slightly better than Brock Purdy.
I don't think that should be a conversation.
It's not a conversation, though. It shouldn't be a conversation.
Quick interjection here.
I don't see that big of a gap, honestly.
There isn't that big of a gap. There isn't.
Are we really?
There is. No, there is. There is.
Go ahead, champ. Go ahead.
I'm going to say this, and this might be controversial, but I got to say it. Are we really going to say Kyle Shanahan's a better play caller than?
Yes,
we are.
Mike McCarthy, considering. Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
Let me finish. Considering that he cost 2 teams Super Bowls.
Bro, come on, bro. Come on,
You can evaluate.
Wait a minute. I mean, just
You can evaluate.
You give up 2 big leads, not only for the Falcons, but you also give up another lead in the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl. So are you really a better play caller than somebody?
Hey, and I got a quick question.
Outside of the outcome of results.
Hey, Trey, I got a quick question. And I know there's people in here that played at a very high level, and I respect your guys' opinion. Don't you think that there's something to Cruiser was in on Player's Choice the other day, and he was talking about the command that Dak has with the offense right now. And I agree with him. Like when you watch his tape, like he has really good command over that offense. Don't you think there's something to that?
Absolutely.
So when we're saying they're asked to do the same thing, no, because Dak Prescott has much more command over his offense than Brock Purdy does.
But see, if we're going to get into the nitty gritty, Kyle Shanahan will never give anybody command of the offense.
Okay. But again, you're saying they're doing the same thing, but I just told you, like, Dak has much more command of the offense.
Like, command of the offense that much, sure. Like, okay. And again, let me preface again. I've said it again. If you have Dak Prescott over Brock Purdy, I'm not mad at you. Just don't try to tell me there is some significant gap in between what they're both being asked.
Okay, I got you. I got a quick question. So when Trent Williams went down and Deebo Samuel went down, how'd Brock Purdy look then?
I've always said Trent Williams is the most valuable person. Last year when Deebo Samuel went down, he was 3-0. When he lost Trent Williams, that's when there's a problem. When he got Trent Williams back, they look good. Deebo is irrelevant. It is when you lose Trent Williams because the O-line is not that good.
Deebo irrelevant.
There is a problem. He went 3-0 without Deebo last year.
Okay, so I got a question. Who has a better rushing attack? The 49ers or the Cowboys?
San Francisco 49ers. Easy.
Who has the better receivers? San Francisco or the Cowboys?
It depends on how you rank CD because
CD one of the ones for sure, but as an overall whole against for receiving core, of course, 49ers are clearly better.
Yeah.
What about the tight end?
George Kittle's better.
Okay, so I'll give you that the Cowboys' offensive line is better. So why is it that Dak's like top 3 in like QBR passer rating, PFF grade, number 1 in completion percentage?
Because he's playing really good.
Number 1 against man coverage. But again, he's doing a lot more with what you guys agreed is less. He has less on his team. You guys admitted that on that offense. He has more command over his offense than Brock Purdy, yet he's been a more productive quarterback, all things considered. So why can't I sit here and say there's a clear gap between the two quarterbacks?
Because I'm speaking as far as what they're being asked to do in skill set. I don't think Dak has a extremely
I think that's where we just disagree because I don't think the skill set between these players are even comparable, bro. But hey, Tegan,
but that's why I keep asking, like, what does Dak do better? That's so significant to where it's not a gap.
We just went down the traits: arm strength, accuracy on all 3 levels of the field, out of structure playmaking, in structure playmaking.
Hey, Tegan,
reading a defense, all that stuff.
Tegan, how you feel about this?
Reading a defense? I don't think Dak does that pretty well.
What? Bro, that's wild. That's wild.
Tegan, what you got to say, bro?
I don't know why I got to be moved by Brock Purdy, bro.
I don't think you should.
It's the thing. Like, weirdly enough, if we're having a debate with Tua, that's a different story. I feel like Tua's better than Purdy.
He is, but
that's a better comp, though.
They're the same.
Yeah, no, I think that's a closer debate than what we're having. Like, Purdy, we know what he is. And Dak, we also know what he is.
Which is what?
But Dak's the better quarterback. We know that he is a better quarterback than Brock Purdy. We know, and I disagree with you, Young, when you say if they flip situations, Dak would do better and Purdy would do worse. That's just how it is.
I don't agree because I don't think they're.
Wait, you don't think? Wait, whoa.
No, I think
that. You think Brock
Dak in San Francisco would do exactly what Brock Purdy is doing right now?
They would win a fucking Super Bowl.
Facts.
Who?
The 49ers.
If Dak was on the 49ers,
yes.
No,
yes.
They would have won the Super Bowl.
They would have won the Super Bowl. They would have beat the Eagles.
Yes,
They have the same limitations. They will not.
They would have beat the Eagles last year in the NFC Championship game.
They will not win a big
That's
game
cap.
no matter what because
No, it's not cap. It's not
That's
cap.
big cap.
Okay,
That's big
okay.
cap.
Go back to last year then. Who had the better receivers? Who had the better tight end? Who had the better play caller? Who had the better all that? Yet Dak Prescott dropped 360 yards on the Eagles and single-handedly beat you guys in that game.
This shit gets so disrespectful
In the regular season?
This is why I hate having these comments with that, because this shit get so disrespectful. The fact that you really about to tell me and try to tell me and Tegan that if Dak was on the 49ers, it will be damn near the same thing. That's fucking
They went to the NFC.
Bro, and no, don't act like
hold on.
That would be better.
Where's the line drawn? Like Kirk Cousins, Brock Purdy? Like, where's the line drawn with that tier of quarterbacks? Where's that line?
You think Kirk wouldn't go into a Super Bowl on that team?
Let me explain it to you right now. There is a group of quarterbacks who legitimately can elevate everybody around them, whether their players are good, bad, or not. There is a humongous group of guys who can just game manage very well. They have traits. They're good at other different strong suits that can elevate in certain areas. Then there's guys who cannot elevate, period. Dak Prescott, Tua, Brock Purdy.
that's wild.
All of Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, all of them fall in the middle of that, in that middle tier, which is why all of them are always in question. Oh, should they move off this person? Y'all don't ever say, should they move off Josh Allen? Y'all don't ever say, should they move off Justin Herbert? Y'all don't ever say, should we move off Aaron Rodgers? You people have said we should move off Dak. There were questions if you should move off Brock Purdy. There are questions about moving off Kirk Cousins. He's already been moved off. There's questions about moving off Jared Goff. That is the type of quarterback you're dealing with. So, yes, if you want to put Dak over Brock, I'm not mad. That is the same level. So when you try to switch their positions, you're going to get the same outcome because there is a talent issue from them.
No, hold on. Okay, two things. A, where's the line with that tier? Like, where do you have Brock in that tier?
Elevating guys?
No. Yeah, in that tier of quarterbacks, where do you have Brock? And B, I understand that the play of the quarterback, there's been talks of replacing these guys, but money is also a factor in this. You have the last pick of the draft contract, so you're able to build a better situation around that versus Dak, who is deep into his career, which I understand you had mentioned the age factor, but that is also a reason why they talk about getting rid of these guys. It's not always because of QB play, it's because of contracts as well.
But Tegan, do you think would you pay CJ Stroud what he's doing? Would you pay him Dak Prescott's contract and he play on the Cowboys right now? Would you like that?
It's different because it's a rookie.
That's why I'm eliminating the money. If you paid him Dak Prescott's contract right now to come on the Cowboys, would you do that right now?
I would have to. It's not like it's as no-brainer as it may be asking.
You just said this man was about to win MVP and you're saying it's not a no-brainer?
Because there's a lot of other things I got to consider.
What do you need to consider?
How's it going to affect the rest of the team? Because those contracts, the contracts that Dak's asking for, not a lot of quarterbacks win Super Bowls with.
Would you pay? I'm asking right now what Dak is making right now, because you're saying CJ Stroud on a rookie deal. Dak's making what, $40 million? Switch both of them, and now CJ Stroud is making $40 million. Are you mad that you got rid of Dak Prescott for CJ Stroud?
Not mad about it.
No, because he's a younger quarterback.
Okay, yeah. Take Josh Allen or take Justin Herbert. Would you be mad putting?
No, I'd be mad if they got rid of Dak for Josh Allen. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you.
And now we're lying for no reason. Okay,
no,
so that's my whole point.
No, I'd be mad if they got rid of Dak for Josh Allen. I'm sorry.
Cowboy,
why is that, Cowboy?
You starting off?
Nah.
Josh Allen is a bot.
Way too inconsistent.
This is my point. But this is why I have a problem with Dak Prescott, because if you're going to tell me you're taking Dak Prescott over Josh Allen, we have problems.
Let me tell you why. Because here's the thing. I think that Josh Allen is up here. Josh Allen's up here some games, and then he's down here. I know with Dak Prescott that I'm going to get consistently really good football from him. Now, yes, he'll have games. Hold up.
Consistently losing the NFC before the NFC championship.
Let him keep going home. Let him keep going. Keep going.
Okay, so Josh Allen, right? Has he got past the AFC championship game?
Has Dak Prescott got to an NFC championship?
No. Answer the question. Has he got past?
He's lost to Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. So
who did Dak Prescott lose to?
Aaron Rodgers.
Jimmy G.
Aaron Rodgers.
Jimmy G. Brock
Aaron
Purdy.
Rodgers.
Jimmy G. Brock Purdy.
And guess who also lost to Jimmy G that same year? Aaron Rodgers.
So again,
the team lost. Look, here's the thing. When your team commits 14 penalties in a football game, when they give up, I think they gave up like 20 plus pressures that game as a whole in the offensive line. I'm sorry. I look at the team and I say, yo, you guys got to play better. And yes, the quarterback's included in that. But don't act like that 49ers team didn't beat Matt Stafford in the Super Bowl, eventual Super Bowl champion Rams the week prior, then went into Dallas, beat them, then went into Green Bay, beat them, then went into LA. And honestly, they should have beat the Rams that year. That 49ers team was a damn good football team.
Why did they lose to the 49ers last year to Brock Purdy?
Because the 49ers had a way better football team. I said this last year, the way that Dallas played last year, where their rushing attack wasn't really that good. They didn't have great receivers on their team last year. Their defense was inconsistent. I said their ceiling was an NFC championship game. I thought that the 49ers were going to win that football game because they were just a more complete football team. That's what it comes down to sometimes at the end of the day. Like, don't act like Jimmy Garoppolo didn't play in games against big quarterbacks and beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't one-on-one. And that's one thing that I kind of get lost with. Like, my thing with Josh Allen is, can he show me over the course of 4 games that he can consistently play at a high level? We haven't seen that from him recently.
Have we seen that from Dak Prescott?
You've seen consistently good to really good play from Dak Prescott over the span.
4 games of consistently high level. When have you seen that from Dak Prescott?
These last 4 games?
I don't know. We're talking about when it matters, not regular season. Plenty of people do it. When it matters. When have
go back to the 2018-2019 playoff run. He played Seattle, played a good game against Seattle, played a really good game against the Rams where, you know, everybody says that Dak was carried by Ezekiel Elliott. Yet in that game, Ezekiel Elliott ran for 50 yards that game on 25 carries. And the defense let up 270 yards and their offensive line couldn't hold up in pass protection. Am I supposed to blame that on the quarterback?
That one playoff run, correct?
Yeah, so he's been in the playoffs 4 times.
Josh Allen, when he did the exact same thing.
Yeah, but again,
when they gave up with 12 seconds left.
Yeah, but again, ever since then, who's been a consistently good quarterback? Josh Allen has very high highs, but then he has very low lows.
I'm not gonna lie.
High.
Dak Prescott the same shit, bro. It's the same shit. Bro.
You go for the high highs. You cannot tell me you want a 80%.
Who lost to the Broncos last night, by the way? Who lost to the Broncos last night?
He's a bot.
Patrick Mahomes lost to the Broncos. You don't want Patrick Mahomes. You want Dak Prescott.
Okay, who lost to the Jets week 1?
You want Patrick Mahomes almost lost to the Jets. You want Patrick Mahomes or do you want Dak Prescott?
Oh, Patrick Mahomes, obviously. But you're giving me an extreme example. But see, I can give Patrick Mahomes the benefit of the doubt.
The Jets have made Josh Allen look like a terrorist. They made Patrick Mahomes look like a terrorist. They made Jalen Hurts look like a terrorist.
Who didn't look like a terrorist?
I'm taking all 3 of them over that.
Who didn't look like a terrorist against the Jets, though?
I'm taking all 3 of them over that.
No. Answer the question. No. Answer the question. I want to hear you answer this question.
Dak Prescott, he didn't make Dak Prescott. Now I'm going to ask you a question. You taking Dak Prescott over Jalen Hurts?
Yes. Now, hold up. Let me answer that question. No. If you're telling me, hold up.
If we're going to do this, there's no point. If we're going to do this, there's no point.
Wait,
if you're going to answer me a question, if you're going to ask me a question, let me answer the question.
Cowboy, I'm gonna ask you this so we can move it on. So I want to get the explanation for the clip. Cowboy, why do you have Dak over Jalen Hurts?
Because when you look at Jalen Hurts, right, he has a better offensive line, he has a better tight end, he has better receivers. Dak and Jalen Hurts now have common opponents against each other. They both played the Rams, they both played the Patriots, they both played the Jets. If we can all admit that they have better play calling, a better rushing attack, a better offensive line, better receivers, a better tight end, then why didn't the quarterback play better against those common opponents? Why is it that Dak Prescott's number 1 against man coverage? Why is it that he's top 3 in pretty much every advanced metric when it comes to playing the quarterback position? Why is he top 3 in QBR? Why is he top 3 in passer rating? Why is he top 3 on the PFF grade? Why is he number 1 in completion percentage? Why is he number 1 on target throw percentage? All while
same thing.
All while we will agree that Jalen Hurts again has a better offensive line, better receiver, all that stuff. So again, he's doing like when you look at him statistically, and I'm not a stat merchant, but when you look at them statistically, Dak has the better passing numbers as well. More touchdowns, less interceptions, better completion percentage, all that with less to work with. And he's dealing with Mike McCarthy as his play caller, who everybody spent all their time slandering. But now when Dak Prescott performs well under Mike McCarthy, it's, oh, well, you want to know what? Mike McCarthy's not that bad. No, stand on business.
That must be Cal. I don't think that. I think Dak is playing really well this year.
And I'm just talking about this year. I'm talking about this year. If you're telling me who I would start my franchise around, I would take Jalen Hurts because of the age. I think Jalen Hurts had a better year last year.
You saying okay? You saying Busting Dak's the better QB? All right, let's get to this last topic before we head out. No, it's gonna be who would you rather have wide receiver edition. JJ, you here? Yes, I'm gonna need you up here, gang, because it might get a little controversial, but we're gonna start.
Yo, Trent, I got to bounce though.
All right, Cowboy. Appreciate you.
I'll talk to you. All right, guys.
Yo, what's the name? So, all right, start off with you, Tegan. Move it down. Amon-Ra St. Brown or Devontae Smith?
Smitty.
Champ.
Say it again.
Amon-Ra St. Brown or Smitty?
Damn. Smith.
JJ.
I'm gonna give it a Schmitty, but you know.
All right. You better. All right. Young, who you got?
Hey, give me a Amon-Ra St. Brown, bro.
No, God.
Stop. We know you're not for real. But all right, Tegan. T. Higgins or Brandon Ayuk?
Oh, hell, bro. I like T a lot, bro. And I hate the 49ers, but I'm going Brandon Ayuk.
Champ.
You spitting, Tegan.
Brandon Ayuk.
JJ.
All love the T, bro. All love the T.
I love Ayuk, man. Sammy T. Higgins, man.
Young.
Ayuk.
All right. This next one.
Uh-oh.
All right, I know who I'm going with. CD Lamb or AJ Brown? Tegan.
I know who you're going with. I'm disappointed in you. It's AJ Brown. Don't even think twice about it.
You smoking dick, but go ahead, champ.
I don't like doing this. This goes against everything I believe in. But I'm going with CD.
JJ.
I love CD, man. It's very close, quite closer than what people think. But you know, I gotta go with AJB.
Young.
I'm gonna go CD too. I think. I'm not mad if you say AJB. This is more of a preference for me. I'm going CD.
Right.
See, that's fine, bro. If you say AJ Brown, that is perfectly fine.
That's fine too. Yeah.
Do not drag it. Oh, it's not close.
Yeah, don't say
something. It's really not. It's really not. I just said it to keep it cordial.
Like I said in the last episode, bro, there's no gap between the two, bro.
Yeah.
All right. This is gonna be, of course, it's a popular one, but I just want to see where y'all go with this. Tyreek Hill or Jettis, Tegan?
Oh shit, bro. I'm going Jettis.
Champ.
Jettis.
JJ.
I rock with Jettis a lot. I really wish he didn't get hurt in general. But like in totality, I still got Rico over him right now. So
Young.
Jettis.
All right, and then the last one, little rookie edition. Tank Dell or Puka Nacua? Tegan.
Damn. I know a lot of people are gonna say Tank, but I need to give love to Puka. It doesn't mean I'm gonna pick him. I'm gonna go with Tank Dell.
Champ.
Since I love to run and shoot, I got to go with Tank.
JJ.
Puka.
All right, Young. And
Tank. I don't even think it's close, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know, no funny shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know
what's crazy?
That might be your Houston bias, but that's just crazy.
It's not because JJ.
You know what's crazy? Who was talking about? We were saying Tank was nice.
Yeah.
Was anybody saying anything
but that's
about
the thing.
Puka?
That's the thing.
No,
People,
you said it doesn't.
you can't, so you can't use that. You can't use that because some people just don't know players. Bro.
Puka was like that at BYU though. He was like
that.
that.
He was like that, but he wasn't Tank. And we all
All
knew
I'm saying is that. All I'm saying is that JJ Puka Nacua is the most productive right now, but he's not a better wide receiver than Tank Joe.
Look, you said who am I picking though?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What I'm saying, what Young's comment though, when you look at them as players,
it's not close.
It ain't that much shit that Puka do better than Tank, bro.
Do you feel the same way? I feel like you. So you would tell me you feel the same way about Cup, right? And a couple other receivers too. Compared to like the classification of Cup to compare to his peers is like in the upper echelon. You would say the same.
I would say that. Like, what you mean? Like, you gotta be like a player like Cup versus who?
Like Cup versus Cup rank. I don't know, like top 7, right?
Yeah, I have Cup. Yeah, he's like
6 or 7.
Yeah.
So compared to the top 7, Cup is not a better receiver than those guys. Like receiver to you, right?
Yeah, I don't think, especially like in the top 5. Yeah, I don't think. No, I don't.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I get that. So I mean, that's really just based off play styles and how y'all like your receivers.
Y'all gotta stop saying this though. This is a bet. Y'all gotta stop saying the McVay merchant shit though. Y'all gotta stop saying that, bro. That shit's irritating.
I mean, I'm not gonna say he's a McVay merchant, but like the system itself is like something different because the fact that he can go in there and replicate and basically do a lot of the same things that Cooper Kupp did is why I'm saying that is why like I was like, you gotta give that respect to where it's at. You feel me? That's how I feel about it.
All right, so just gonna end it up. I appreciate y'all coming out, bro. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for the college football show. That shit gonna be wild, bro. Because my college show might be the most hated on TikTok because we be slandering a lot of players. We got Mr. Racist over here. we got Tegan over here, bro. Champ probably gonna pull up. If you probably be able to pull up to tomorrow. Probably gonna be like 6:30.
Yeah.
All right, bet. We're still trying to what's his name get confirmation for Saquon or Dory. What's his name? They get back on Wednesday for VIP. So that's gonna happen soon though, bro. Don't even worry, bro. But yeah, bro. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, bro. Make sure y'all try to get me to 400 subscribers, and let's go, bro. We out. Peace. What y'all say?
Run that Tyree clip, man.
Yo.